Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your annual reading for 2026. So I'm going to do something a little different for you today. Different for me anyway. So we're going to do the whole year ahead. I've zoomed into the table just so you've got more of a visual of how I tend to see things as well. So welcome Capricorn, thank you so much for being with me today. So let's go through each month. We'll go through a deck to, clarify where your energy is this year for the whole year. We'll then clarify each month ahead, and then, dive into some keywords for what you're being asked to embrace for the year 2026. So Capricorn, thank you so much for being with me today, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Karmen. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Okay, so Capricorn. I've been told to split the deck again. Fantastic, thank you so much. Okay, let's dive on in. So for January, you have the Six of Swords. February, you have the Ten of Wands. March, Two of Wands. April, Three of Pentacles. May, the Hanged Man. June, the Nine of Pentacles. July, the King of Wands. August, the Hermit. September, the Seven of Wands. October, Seven of Swords. November, Wheel of Fortune. December, Four of Swords. Marvelous. Okay, so before we go into clarifying your monthly, let's dive into the energy of your year ahead. Okay, so from February, the lunar year of the snake ends and the year of the horse begins. I feel the year of the horse is very detrimental for a Capricorn. I am saying this based off no knowledge whatsoever, and I'm just talking through my butt really. However, Capricorns, you are very determined. You're very eager to be on your track and do what it is that you take, whatever means necessary. And I feel like the year of the horse really does embody all of the Capricorn energy in that type of respect. Very authoritative, very determined, willing, capable, absolutely so capable. All right, so Capricorn. You've got two cards that's coming out. Life is a mystery and learn from the past. Okay, sweet. So your first energy is your elephant spirit. So the elephant spirit is just letting you know to learn from the past. So in case you're worried about any repetitive behaviors here, try to acknowledge what God, oh my gosh. Try to acknowledge what the elephant spirit is asking and letting you know. And also Bobcat, life is a mystery. So the fact you've got from, learn from the past and life is a mystery, I feel like there's very past, learn from the past, and future, life is a mystery. You're not quite sure what's going to happen. Also on that note, what I'm getting is try not to judge your future based on your past, because you can't predict everything. Also 2 and 5 become 7, and then you've got 7, 8 in numerology. They are increasing, which I would take as a good sign, and the energy is changing for you and is getting better. Marvelous. Okay, so let's dive on into your clarifications. So I tell you what, let's go through the months first and then we will dive on into the clarification. So January, the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords for me represents travel. It's moving from rough waters to calmer shores. There is a period of, there can be some kind of stress and anxiety that you are currently going through in 2025, and things are going to get easier for you. You may feel that you are shedding your skin at this point, or maybe you're feeling a bit tested. The reason I say that is because these figures here are traveling with no suitcases. They are only traveling with the knowledge that they have and the lessons they have learned from, and the clothes on their back. February, you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is feeling like you are carrying too much. There's too much weight. You're feeling a bit heavy, feeling a bit burdened, feeling like you can't quite hold everything together. And you feel like things are starting to collapse, or your world is starting to collapse around you. So a bit of a heavy month for February, but we will jump on in to clarify that in a moment. During March, you have the Two of Wands. This slight heaviness that you may be experiencing is causing you to dream of a new world. Can I change my situation? Am I really happy here? Can I move somewhere new? Can I do something new? Can I do something else? I'm not feeling quite satisfied. So you definitely got an option there. There's a choice happening. April, you have the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles would lead me to believe that maybe you're going into business with somebody. You are working with others. You could possibly be in a leadership position here. Maybe you are teaching. Maybe you're teaching others. Maybe you're learning from somebody. I'm getting a bit of a classroom kind of environment from that Three of Pentacles. May, you have the Hanged Man. There's epiphany happening, or maybe there's a change of perspective. Yeah, did I say that correctly? Maybe there's a change of perspective, and or maybe you need to change your attitude about something, or maybe there's just a sentence that a stranger says that really does kind of clarify a lot for you. You could be walking past a billboard at this point. Maybe they just have a really weird phrase or a slogan that completely makes sense to you. I definitely feel like there's something random happening for you here, but it's something that you needed to hear. June, you have the Nine of Pentacles. I really like the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles would represent true independence, financial stability. You are able to control, maneuver, manage everything, and everything that you've created, and your world is in bloom around you, basically. You know, you've got so much beautiful flowers on your dress here, so many grapes in bloom here. So there's definitely a lot of independence, a lot of rewards, a lot of growth for you. July, King of Wands. Very fiery, but also a very stable energy. Kind of, I see the King of Wands as like earthly fire, but they are the two opposite. Well, they are two opposite energies anyway. But how I like to see the King of Wands is that you're very authoritative. You're in a leadership position. Maybe people come into you for advice. Maybe you're given advice at this point. Maybe people are looking up to you for some guidance. And I definitely feel that there's guidance happening here. That was July. August, you have the Hermit. You're going through a time of introspection. This is the internal work. This is the internal monologue. This is things that maybe you thought that wasn't working out for you. Maybe things are starting to work out for you. I'm definitely feeling like a point of isolation here. But for the better. Like, you're definitely trying to work through something, whether it's your ideas, whether it's your heart, emotions, something along those lines. September, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is feeling a bit defensive, or you need to defend yourself or defend your reason or protect yourself against something. Seven of Swords is for your October. So you've got two sevens here. Seven I tend to see a bit as like spirituality. However, it can I don't know, for me, the 7 in tarot has a lot of 5 energies. It's like the energy of change is the energy of confusion, which is really interesting. So, yeah, that's what I'm feeling here, especially because you've got 2 7s running a month, you know, from one month to another. So for your October, you have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords can feel, yeah, you can feel like you're walking on eggshells, and maybe you're feeling a bit defensive. Maybe there is some pranks, some unpractical choices being made, shall we say. It's kind of like sneaky behavior. It's maybe you're feeling like you need to look over your shoulder because you're not trusting. There's a distrust here. Whether that's towards somebody else or towards something that's maybe a behavior or something that you have done. November, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is the end of a cycle. That means that there's something new coming in. This could also represent karma. Maybe somebody who has behaved not their best towards you is finally getting what they deserve. Not that I really believe that that's how karma happens, but essentially, you know, as an example, that's what could be happening. So keep an eye out for that. And for your December, you have the 4 of Swords. So 4 of Swords is card of rest and recuperation. Be cautious not to lead towards burnout. You have definitely been working hard all year. Also, you're Capricorn, so there's never a moment where you're not working. From all the Capricorns, I am totally judging you in that respect. So be careful not to burn out. This is time definitely for rest and recuperation. And also there's a time for blessings here as well. So finishing off the year very strong. Yeah, all right, so let's jump into the clarifications. Let's clarify your 2026 Capricorn. All right, so Capricorn, thank you so much for being with me. Let's clarify your year ahead. So 2026, big things are happening for you. January, we have the 6 of Swords for January. Could you give us some cards to represent the meaning of the 6 of Swords in January, please? Okay, so 6 of Swords in January, Capricorn 2026. You have the Sun card, beautiful. So this is definitely something towards improvements. You are gaining happiness, love, enlightenment here. And let's just dig into another card for clarify. You also have the Moon, very interesting. So you pretty much got the opposites here. All right, sweet. I'm being told I'm going to put this back because that's the energy I invited into the reading. I apologize for that. Okay. I've got some movement in the house. So let's put my full focus on, and thank you for that clarifier. Okay, so 6 of Swords and the Sun, please. Okay, thank you. So we've got the 8 of Swords here. All right, so you are definitely moving on to something. Now it has possibly been a battle that's been happening for a while, and maybe it's just been frustrations that has become a bit more difficult, but you are keeping up and you are living with it. However, you have made a choice to either change your location, your situation. You have made a choice to change something, which is going to lead you to pure happiness. It might be scary. This is a bit of a transition period. 6 represents love as well, so it definitely can be something towards love in that respect. You are moving on to happiness. You are moving on to pure joy and to love and enlightenment there. You also have the 8 of Swords. Now the 8 of Swords for me would represent that you are a bit cautious, and you are being, not overly cautious, but you are being cautious about this move and this joy. And sometimes I feel that you're bringing yourself out of the energy of things are too good to be true. Maybe things are happening, but you're cautious. Maybe they're happening too easy, too well. But I feel like you've been in the struggle phase for a long time, and this has become a normality for you. It is not normal. I feel like I'm to letting you know it is not normal. You are then striving for pure happiness and joy, or you definitely have this ability to have pure happiness and pure joy, but you're bringing yourself down by not allowing yourself to be in this energy here. Okay, now the Eight of Swords I class as like the mental cage. Now you are worried about things that are not happening, but because they possibly have happened in the past, as you do have learned from the past, you are causing yourself to be stuck in that energy rather than being in your new energy and embracing it. Very powerful start to your year, Capricorn. Okay, so for February you have the 10 of Wands. We have some clarifiers for 10 of Wands, please. You have the King of Pentacles. All right, King of Pentacles. This is a lot of stability for you this month. I feel that you're probably trying to keep up with doing too much at once, and also you've got the 7 of Swords there as well. Okay, so I feel that you're being a bit stubborn with something. Maybe you're not allowing other people to help you. You are feeling stressed, overburdened, not that you feel elongated, but you're feeling very stretched at this point. However, I feel that you're not delegating those tasks and you're not allowing other people to help you. You're being very grounded, but you're being quite stubborn towards allowing other people to help. And I'm also picking that up from your 7 of Wands is here. You're being very defensive. You're not allowing others in. You're not allowing others to take this pressure off you. So you rather sit in your own stew at this moment. Let this be a message for you. This does not have to be the energy that you are embracing this month. Try to let go. Try to let others help you. You do not need to feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. I really feel like just telling you to ease up a little bit, but I know that's easier for my little Gemini self. Ease up a little bit, stop being so stubborn, and I think you're definitely just gonna feel a lot more relief from that as well. March, you have the 2 of Wands. So let's dive into your 2 of Wands. What does the 2 of Wands represent for Capricorn? You have the 4 of Cups. So as I mentioned, I feel that your 2 of Wands, you're kind of dreaming into a new world of existence. Maybe you're trying to change location. Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe you are trying to change location. Maybe you are trying to make things better for yourself, for your loved ones, for those around you. You also have the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. I do see the 4 of Cups as stability, but also an opportunity. An opportunity is also coming in. Try to keep your eyes open for this opportunity to allow yourself to dream or to create your dream into existence, because also you have the Star card as well. Now, the Star card for me is a card of following your dreams, you know, reaching your Northern Star, allowing yourself to fully embrace what it is that you truly want, but you are working towards that. Now, everything starts off with an idea. Okay, now that idea is a seed. When you water that seed, when you allow some sunlight for that seed, that's when the plant grows. So make sure you are watering your idea, water your gift, allow that energy to flow this month. Big things can be happening. I feel like this is the start of a dream, new possibilities, a new world for you. Even if you're trying to escape something and dive into something new, I definitely feel like this is definitely possibilities for the start of something. What month we are on? We are on April. April, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, guys and spirits, could we clarify the 3 of Pentacles, please? I keep trying to say key. Wow, okay, key. You've got 3 of Pentacles twice, which allows me to believe that, yeah, there's, you know, like I mentioned, I feel like there's a bit of a classroom environment. There's some leadership, there's some learning. You've also got the Knight of Pentacles for that month as well. So the fact that 3 of Pentacles has come up twice, that leads me to believe that I am on the right track. That my message is ringing true. That's why the card has come up twice for you. There's a bit of teamwork, there is growth happening here, you are gaining information, and also you've got the Knight of Pentacles here as well. Now the Knight of Pentacles is, I kind of see the Knight of Pentacles as very Capricorn. Like the Knight of Pentacles is a very stable character, but doesn't act irrationally. For example, like the Knight of Swords, which isn't on the table, as for the previous reading. So Knight of Pentacles is a knight that likes to take baby steps, but ensuring that they carry on taking those baby steps. There is no stopping this knight. Okay, you are walking together. You are, I say together, there's two figures here, but also you've got the Three of Pentacles twice. So if this is a group setting, if this is a classroom, if this is a group dynamic, you are going together, you are taking those baby steps, you are inputting all of your different ideas and creating something with that. Absolutely marvelous. Very powerful, and I'm also feeling the gift of 3 as well. If you weren't close friends before, you definitely become close friends whilst this is happening. It's a very close project. Yeah, you are building. There's definitely a lot to be built here in your April. May, you have the Hanged Man. All right, could we clarify the Hanged Man, please? Where is this epiphany? Queen of Swords, you're speaking your truth. Maybe you're hearing the truth. There's a definite moment of clarity here. And also 8 of Pentacles, this is through work. This is through diligently working hard. You are creating something. You are perfecting something. And this epiphany happens. So I'm not sure if you are repeating this process time after time after time again. Then there's a realization that this could be a bit easier. This can somehow get a bit easier. You've got that clarity there. You've got that epiphany. And this is definitely coming through the diligent work. Keep on doing that good, hard work, Capricorn. Hard work is favored. Okay, 9 of Pentacles for your June. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, let's give the cards a good shuffle again. Okay, so what does the 9 of Pentacles represent for Capricorn, please? Ace of Cups. Damn. All right, I feel like you're doing a bit of a solo adventure. I feel like there's some sort of love or romance here as well. And also the Page of Wands, fantastic, yeah. So I definitely feel there's some sort of romance for you. If you are already in a relationship, there's definite stability, but I feel like there's independence within this relationship as well. You kind of, not so much going separate ways, but working towards your own things, which is bringing you emotional fulfillment. So whether you have felt maybe hidden behind your partner in some way, there is a definite introduction or new energy for you. I feel like this is a very fun, childlike, you're experiencing some joy and fun, and things are feeling a lot lighter for you this month. Very exciting. I have so much to say, but like this, every time I want to say, I feel like there's some sort of block anyway. So let's start with, so we've done independence. If you are already in a romantic relationship, there's definitely a lot of romance. I feel like there's a rekindling of energy here for you. You're also inviting that childlike wonder, whether you're discovering some new things within your relationship, something that's fun. There's a lot less stagnant energy happening. If things have felt a bit boring or maybe a bit mundane, you're definitely finding more ways to feel alive again within that relationship. If you are not in a place of romance here, I definitely feel that you are really just enjoying being independent. You are enjoying, your own energy. You're enjoying going out, being with friends, and being completely free in that respect, and there's pure emotional fulfillment for you, but there's a lot of like childlike wonder and fun and a lot of curiousness happening for you as well. So I don't know, even if you're dating at this point or you're just not interested in anybody or anything, you're just really happy being with friends, I don't know, kind of feeling like early 20s kind of energy for you, which Capricorn is really a refresher, because sometimes with your readings, I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a bit emotional in terms of must be hard work, must have stability, and then it feels a bit stuck sometimes. So I'm really happy to see that there's definitely some joy. But yeah, obviously you are hard workers anyway. There's definitely some joy. Things are lightening up for you, which is really wonderful. For your July, is that correct? Yeah. We've got the King of Wands. So let's dive into the King of Wands representation, please. We've got justice. You are looking for fairness. You are looking for equality here. Maybe if you are looking for some sort of closure in terms of contracts, I feel like there's some closure here. You've also got Ace of Swords. I feel like you want to take things in a new direction. You're happy with how things are. By July, you're happy with how things are, but you're starting to feel a bit maybe unfair or stagnant, or like there's no growth there. So you wanting to take things in a new direction. Nothing feels bad at all. Things are going well, possibly so well that's why you want to take a new direction, or you just want to just taste a bit of freedom in a new direction. So that's really what I'm feeling here. You're kind of following your heart a bit more, and also leading with your mind in terms of Ace of Swords. The Hermit. Okay, clarifying the Hermit, you have the Six of Pentacles here. I'm feeling like you are kind of diving into childhood memories. And also the Queen of Wands. It's been a while since I've seen the Queen of Wands in this deck. How elegant, how graceful, how powerful is this Queen of Wands? She just oozes all goodness. I don't know, I could just chew. It's like, oh, she's so powerful. Just, okay, this is the embodiment of a magnetic. Do you not agree? I think this is perfect. You know, if someone says, I want sex appeal, I want magnetism, this is definitely, like, all of this card is magnetic. So you are on your A game, Capricorn. Anyway, let me dive in a little bit to these cards. Okay, so you have your energy of this month is the Hermit. I've just had my tea, a tea gifted to me, so I'm just going to take a little sip of that. So Hermit, for this month, you're going into introspection. I feel like, not that I feel like there has been something that you feel a bit taken advantage of, but in a kind of respect, I feel like you feel a bit taken advantage of. And whether that's your energy, whether that's your kindness, whether that's your hard work, sheer determination, I feel that maybe you feel like things aren't quite fair at this point. So you are starting to evaluate the people in your life, or those around you, or your friendships, and not in like a really harsh, severe way. It's more like even your partnership, you know, it could be even relationship. The Queen of Wands has come up here as well. What do I give but get in return? You know, I'm feeling like there's some sort of quality in that respect, or you're seeking for that kind of balance from family, loved ones, friends, members. It could even be this business adventure here as well. And you've got the Queen of Wands as well. Hello Capricorn, welcome back. I do apologize, my camera ran out of battery, so it is a new day. Welcome back to the reading. Anyway, where we left off was we were on the Hermit. So we pulled the Hermit for August. You had the very nostalgic Six of Pentacles, and also the very empowering Queen of Wands. Now, diving back in, what I'm feeling for you is that you are learning from past mistakes, past memories, past lessons. There's definitely a connection here to something that's on your mind, and you know, whether this is your timeline and the time of your life so far. And I don't know if you've ever seen the the show This Is Us. You know, they kind of jump timelines, and then maybe they'll zoom in on a character and then go back in time about their memories. That's essentially really what I'm feeling for you. But on that note, with the nostalgia, you have the Queen of Wands as well. So I definitely feel like if there were some lessons to be learned, you are learning those. Maybe you're readdressing a certain situation. Maybe something is coming up that's a bit familiar that you're possibly not happy with, or you've been through before, you want to change the outcome. I'm definitely feeling that energy for you this month. So there's a lot of introspection, a lot of looking within the past, shining your own light, and kind of guiding the narrative to where you want. But I really feel that you are taking power within yourself. So I'm really feeling like you are the energy, you are the desire, you are driving yourself through whatever kind of memory lane this month has taken you. Okay, so for September we have the Seven of Wands. Now, Seven of Wands is... I tend to take the Seven of Wands as a defensive card, but it can also be very protective. Let's dive in. Okay, welcome. Okay, so let's pull two extra cards to describe your September and the Seven of Wands. So I definitely feel like you're trying to protect something. You are needing to explain yourself. You've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a very independent card. I do class this as the genie card. So whether you are making your dreams come true this month, whether you are working towards your goals, you are really protecting those. You could be kind of keeping secrets at this moment as well. And you've also got the Page of Cups. You could also be kind of hiding something from a partner, from a loved one, from someone close to you. It could be a romantic interest. I'm feeling more that you are protecting something here. There is something that you want, that you really care about, maybe as your independence as well, and that's categorized within what it is that you care about. But you are being very protective of this energy, and this could be stemming from, you know, going internal, or possibly you've been creating barriers or boundaries, you know, visiting your nostalgia or your past and your memory lane, basically. So I'm definitely feeling like you are protecting something this month. There is something worth protecting. Maybe you are... I do see a lot of romance within the Page of Cups, so maybe you are opening up to somebody. So if this is a new love interest, maybe you're kind of wearing your heart on your sleeve with this one. You're taking charge and maybe explaining how you feel with them first, instead of waiting for someone to kind of clarify the situation for you. You're just being quite open and honest about how you feel, what it is that you want possibly for your future, how, you know, you can open that conversation. But it's definitely something worth protecting. It's something that you definitely care a lot about. Yeah, I'm feeling it can feel like quite emotional, but it's very eye-opening for you. It's very warm, it's very welcoming, and I genuinely see a lot of love here as well. I think it's also a lot of excitement. You've got a lot of excitement within this, but you know, with that opening up and revealing your vulnerability, it can also be, it's very exciting, but also can be quite scary as well. In October, you have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is kind of like, it can mean like thievery, you know, prankster kind of behavior, deceiving, something a bit cunning. I'm feeling like you're walking away from something with the Seven of Swords here. I feel like there's been some ideas, or maybe people have opened up, maybe friends or family have kind of opened it up. It could even be related to work as well, and have explained how they feel about something. So you're taking that on board and you're acknowledging what has been said. And yeah, I think you're trying to find your place in how you feel with that. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, so something is coming to an end. Something is coming to an end. This could be an old belief. This could be an old habit. It could be... I'm leaning more towards an old belief here. And one more, please. Oh, we've got King of Cups as well. Alright, so Seven of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and King of Cups. I'm feeling a lot of, there's a lot of thought, there's a lot of thinking within these cards. That's not generally what the cards mean, but that's definitely what I'm picking up. I feel like you're going through a time of introspection and a time of healing here as well. Now the Wheel of Fortune does have all of the 4 elements, so I feel like this is definitely a balance that is coming into if you have felt a little out of balance, you know, during this year. I'm feeling that there's, you know, the wheel is spinning and it may be getting faster, but you're feeling a bit more imbalanced than what you have done. Now everything is kind of coming into a closure. I'll use the analogy like we're baking a cake. All the ingredients are coming together and that cake is being baked. Okay, you're almost at the cooked cake recipe. With the King of Cups here, you know, I'm really feeling a lot of contemplating with these 2 cards here, mostly by their expression. But I also see that all 3 cards are looking into the future. So you're really thinking about what it is that has currently been said. Sorry, let's get out that out to the light. What has currently been said, how you can move forward with that. But I really feel like you're kind of not taking more of a selfish approach, but you're really being more independent in what it is that you want, what it is that you want to achieve, and really trying to make that happen. But you do have a lot of energy looking towards your future. So I think this is very, very promising. I think this end of a chapter, the beginning of something new, is very exciting, but you've got a lot of emotional stability. You are somebody who knows what they want, what their next goal is, what they want to achieve, and I really feel like you are focusing in on that energy, embodying that fully, that energy fully. You're very calm in these kind of chaotic waters, shall we say. All right, November. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune as well. Wow. Okay, so this process is definitely going to take the next couple of months. So October, November, coming into December as well. So it's definitely taken a couple of months here. Very empowering. You've got the 3 of Swords, so there is healing to be done, or you are healing here. And also the Devil, really interesting. Be mindful, be careful not to slip into old habits. Don't let all of this work, all of this healing take you back. And so you slip into old habits. Really try to stay headstrong here. You are going to feel so much more grateful, so much more beneficial if you stick to the plan. Okay, so really focus. I do feel it's going to be a bit of a tough time for you. More so just to fight your urges or fight, you know, what has been the easiest way for you so far, but really keep to your goals. Keep headstrong, you know, embody that full Capricorn energy. You can do it. You can change your energy or change something if you so wish, if you need to walk away from something for a little bit and go back to it another time. Just make sure you allow yourself to do that. This is the end of a cycle, okay? You're just at the last hurdle, the last steps. Don't fall back off it, please. You've gone through a lot of healing, okay? This is not over. Healing always happens throughout our lives. I really do just feel to let you know, just please do not slip into back into old habits, because you've put so much work and energy into your healing already, and it's just so easy just to let all of that go, and then, you know, there comes a negative cycle of feeling so hard done by, and, you know, the rest of what happens, because I know you know. I know you know. And for your December, you have the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is a card of rest and recuperation. And make sure you take that time. I do feel a lot of blessings for you here as well. You've got the Moon, you've got some insecurities. possibly some illusions. Is something that maybe you're feeling a bit uncomfortable about. Can we have another clarifier, please? And the 7 of Swords. So the last 3 months of the year is going to be a little bit challenging, not in a bad way at all, but I feel like you can slip a little bit just very easily. So please be headstrong. As a messenger, I'm just letting you know that. You've got the moon here. The moon is a number 9 in numerology, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which are both number 10s. The reason I mention that is because number 9 is end of a cycle. Okay, that's really pointing out to me. So you're definitely in a deep transition. Old habits, old things, old beliefs, old ways of being are definitely falling off for you, and you are definitely moving into something new. 7 of Swords is kind of lingering a little bit. Just be mindful to who's around you. I'm not saying this as like a warning or anything, just, you know, please be open and honest with yourself. If you're feeling that there has been some sort of deception or trickery or something quite uncomfortable, please address this. I think that's really going to be beneficial for you in the long run. Just so no anxieties or anything mentally kind of builds up. Definitely try and keep that slate clean. If you need to journal, if you need to write, if you need to do crazy exercise, CrossFit class or something, definitely try to release anything, any extra energies. And also, yeah, so really look after yourself this month. December can be quite overwhelming as well. You've got the end of the year, and also you're looking on to bigger and better things. So Capricorn, an amazing transition for you. I am really looking forward to your 2027 as well, which would be really interesting. Okay, so just to finalize the reading, what keywords are you being asked to embrace this year for 2026? What are the 3 keywords for Capricorn to embrace for 2026, please? You've got the Outlaw. The Outlaw. Be a bit rebellious. Think of ways of doing things productively, unpredictably. Trust. 2 very interesting words. Also, you know, you've got the 7 of Swords down twice as well. Okay, and one more, please. The Weaver. I do tend to see the Weaver as like the Magician card here in the tarot. So you are able to create and weave anything that you really want to. When you put your hands into it, you are the Magician. Okay. Trust. Mostly learn to trust yourself. I really feel that you are so intuitive, and maybe you are gaining more powers is you know how I'd say it lightly. Maybe you're learning to trust yourself more, and yeah, learn to trust yourself and gain and trust in what it is that you're learning. But intuitively, I feel that you are much stronger this year, or you are learning to trust your senses and your intuition much clearer. And the Outlaw. So definitely, yeah, if there's little hurdles, if there's things kind of getting in your way, I feel that you can definitely put your head to it and work your way around whatever feels like it is blocking you. So very exciting. I think 3 very powerful words just to keep in mind for what to embrace for your 2026. Capricorn, thank you so much for being with me right until the end. If you are interested in a reading with me, contact me. I'll leave my information in the description box down below, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye, Capricorn.